What's up, y'all? So yesterday news broke that Jeannie Mai was pretty much accusing Jeezy of being abusive in their marriage. And again, last year we reported on their divorce. And many people were shocked about it then that they were even getting a divorce because they seemed like such a happy couple. They were always posting pictures of them on vacation. They had just had a child together. So people were even shocked that they were even getting a divorce. But now we're here where Jeannie is accusing Jeezy of abusing her throughout their marriage. And it's just another example of things aren't always what they seem. And there are always two sides to a story, and sometimes there are three sides. And Jeannie decided to share her side. And on her side, she spoke on various incidences of abuse. There was an alleged abuse in Miami where she claims that Jeezy punched her. She claims that there was an incident at the Ritz-Carlton in San Francisco where she says she was going up the stairs and Jeezy allegedly choked her. Now, she claims here that she actually let the hotel staff know about this incident, so she reported it and actually told them that she felt unsafe. So if you think about that, that's really a paper trail. If they still have record of that, that's a paper trail for her, and that actually helps her with her case here. Then she spoke about an incident in Atlanta at a party for the mayor. She said that she stepped away with her friend for about 25 minutes and Jeezy didn't know about her whereabouts, and that angered him. And I guess later in the car, he verbally abused her, called her all kinds of names, and also scratched her and ripped her dress. Then she also spoke about an incident where he may have been intoxicated while driving a golf cart, and because of that, he ended up crashing and harming himself and her. So these were the incidences that she reported on. Now, sometimes when you look at certain comments online, Jeannie is not a Black woman, and sometimes there are parts of the Black culture, not all of Black culture, we are not a monolith, but some of the Black culture that will look at this relationship and maybe even dismiss Jeannie Mai's claims because she's a non-Black woman. Again, not all Black people think like this, but there are some who do, because you'll look at the comments and they'll say, oh, she's acting like a Karen, or she's calling him out, or this isn't my business because, she's not a Black woman, etc. Well, Fox Soul commented on this recently, and I have to echo what Claudia Jordan on TGIF Fox Soul, what she said. I agree with her. Just because Jeannie is not a Black woman doesn't mean we shouldn't take her accusations seriously. If she was in fact abused, that is something that we should also support her on and hope that she gets the justice that she's looking for. And Armand on the same show pretty much agreed with Claudia and even said that Black women who are in abusive relationships, they need to become a Karen. They need to report about that abuse, go to the police, and leave that relationship. So I agree with Claudia and Armand on that. And Al, he brought up how it was actually a good thing that Jeannie kept record of what was happening because, it will just strengthen her case. Now, there is Jeezy's side, and Jeezy is completely denying these claims. And this is what he had to say about her claims. He said the allegations are not only false, but also deeply disturbing, especially coming from someone I loved. This malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous. It's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play. And at this time, my main concern is being an active father for our daughter as I continue to fight for court-mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through proper legal channels. So yeah, that's Jeezy's side. And I have to also add on for Jeezy's side that last year, he was the one that filed for divorce. And when he filed for divorce, he did it pretty much quietly, and it seemed to be amicable. He just said, look, they had different values, and he no longer wanted to be in this marriage, but he still wanted to have joint custody. Now, had they just signed the documents then, we wouldn't be here now. So it's just quite interesting that, it started out maybe as a surprise to Jeannie, but at least on Jeezy's side, he seemed to want to just separate and move on. But here we are. So for Jeannie, there is a valid question to ask here. Now, last year it was reported, and it didn't necessarily come from Jeannie. It came from a source, but it was reported that Jeannie actually did not want to leave the marriage. She apparently wanted to fight for this marriage. That's according to a source. I believe the only statement she initially came out with was she was just healing and etc. was just in her process of healing. But it was reported that she was surprised by this divorce and wanted to fight for her marriage just so that they could be a unit. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that she was not abused. A lot of women, or a few women, have been known to stay in toxic relationships for the children. Is that right? Not in my opinion, no. But she may have been in that position, or it does beg the question that if you wanted to stay in this marriage, was Jeezy in fact truly abusive? To me, it's a valid question. But again, that came from a source that she wanted to stay in this marriage. So that hasn't necessarily been validated. But in closing, this is their business, but my heart actually more goes out, obviously, for their child. You want the child to grow up in a healthy family environment, even if the parents aren't together. Hopefully they can come to some type of amicable agreement so the child can have that. Just have two parents who get along and can co-parent together. But that's my thoughts on this. Of course, we're not in their business, so there's but so much we can share in terms of our opinion. We can only share what has been reported, but hopefully they work it out. But share your comments below regarding Jeannie Mai's recent accusations against Jeezy. I'm Stacey Brewer, and this is H Blue's Word. Peace.